requesting to be named administrator of the Black Panther Star's estate. The news of the filing breathed new life into the discussion of why it's so important to have a will and trust in order. Amy Griffin, managing attorney of the Griffin Firm, joins us now with why estate planning is important even without a lot of wealth. Good morning to you, Amy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start. What exactly is a will, and how easy or hard is it to go about getting one?
It's very easy to get a will. A will is the direction to the probate court to how to distribute your assets. Now, I remind you, it is a direction to the court, so it's a court proceeding. Without a will, it's like creating a scavenger hunt for your family to try to find the assets that you've left behind.
And again, we talked about wealth. You don't have to be a millionaire, 100,000-aire to have a will. Is it just? It really is just a blueprint to make sure that when you're gone, the people you want to have certain things that goes to them. Is that correct, or am I understating that?
No, that's exactly right. It creates an asset description and distribution list so that people know that there's not a fight, as well as one of the things that we know that if you don't have a will, the formula that the state provides for you is what happens to your assets. And it may not be what you want for your loved one.
So do your assets automatically go to your children or your spouse if you don't have a will? Let's talk about that first, and I've got a follow-up question.
So if you don't have a will, it depends, right? It depends on the state because it's a state law. But in California, if you don't have any children, it goes directly to your spouse. If you have in some states, it goes to your spouse and your parents. So you have to be thoughtful about that, as well as your spouse and children. The distributions are state specific, and the formulas, the fractions are different depending on the state that you are in. But the problem is, the reality is that it's a court process. So it's not like they have on TV where you have a reading of the will and then assets are distributed based on that reading.
All right, so it's important. That's why you should have a will. We have about a minute left. What is a trust then, and how does that differ from a will?
The trust, I encourage people to consider trust as legacy builders. We need to be thinking about how to create inheritance for our children's children, as opposed to how to just distribute all of our assets. And in many cases, the loss of assets for your family is once it's distributed and they're lost without instructions. The trust provides instructions as well as capacity for building for multiple generations. So I encourage people to not only give instructions, but also avoid the probate process. The trust avoids the revocable or irrevocable trust, avoids the probate process, and then there's no court involvement, which makes it much easier and much more accessible for your loved ones, as well as privacy.
Indeed, it does.
Is attained.
And all of this is as easy as contact an attorney who's versed on this to help you get going, or can you write it on a piece of paper and it's legal?
No, it's not legal just by written on the piece of paper, because each state has a different formation.
Gotcha.
What are the requirements? So I encourage people to go to an estate planning attorney, not just any attorney, but an estate planning attorney, to make sure that your wishes are met.
We have to leave it there. Amy Griffin, thank you so much for your time. The website is yourestateplanningattorney.com. Thank you so much.
Begin your journey today in creating your own award-winning dream team of industry experts in legacy building and financial planning. Visit our website and fill out our form to book your free consultation. Or call us at 855-574-8481. Let's get started.